Hey guys, how's it going? We are doing the Scorpio health and healing reading today for July. So, if you have any Scorpio placements in your chart, especially your sun, moon, and rising sign, then this reading is certainly for you. We have a special guest today. Wait, where'd she go? We have Zola in the chat. Okay. She's all zoomied out right now. Um, in case you don't already know, my name is Vanessa. I talk all about higher consciousness living and how you can't be healthy without healing mind, body, and spirit. So today we're doing Scorpio health and healing reading. And the sole purpose of this reading is to align the interconnection of mind, body, and spirit. Because when your mind is off, your body's off. When your body's off, your spirit's off, and vice versa, all in between. So we are going to be touching base on the 5 categories that make up our overall health and well-being. Those five categories include diet, sleep, movement, mindset, and meditation. So I already pulled the cards, already ready to go. And we're going to pull cards on each category to figure out what it is that you need to do to bring harmony and balance to each one of those aspects of your life so you can fully function as your healthiest, highest, best, and most vibrant self and in true alignment so you can master, manifest, and properly release what is no longer serving you. Because when you are in true alignment, you're in the proper consciousness and awareness to understand what is truly aligned with you and what is no longer. Okay. So, Scorpios, how are you feeling? I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like having a dog, okay, a puppy at that. Listen, I was supposed to start this like over an hour ago, and she's just been all over the place, and she's just now laying down, and I'm just like, thank the Lord, because when I was trying to do the readings yesterday, she was trying to chew on my cards. It was a whole situation. Okay. With that being said, we're ready to go. In case you're not already subscribed to the Soul Collective, I really recommend. It is free to join. You can click the link in the bio, and it takes you to the site. And there's a little pop up there, and you could put your little information, and bada bing, I'm in your inbox every Sunday. I send you mindful messages and intentional practices that you can use and incorporate to help you navigate your week ahead. Okay. So it's really my favorite thing to do. I think you would really enjoy it if you're not already a part of it. Okay. I get really great feedback from the newsletters as well. So that's always nice to know. What else? I am accepting personal bookings for readings. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading by me, then you can click the link in the bio as well and book a personal health and healing reading or just a personal reading in general. I've been reading cards. I know I just came to the public with this this year about me reading, but I've been doing this for 5 years now. It's just that, I just decided to put my gifts out there into the world to, for the greater good and purpose of things. So, I am you're gonna know what she's doing. Okay. So if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can absolutely do that by clicking the link in the bio. Okay. Is there anything else I have left to say? I don't think so. All right. So what I was saying is that basically going into this reading, I felt like everything was going wrong. Not necessarily things were going wrong. It was just like extremely delayed. Like everything felt so delayed, and it was just like, just when I think I have it all together, one more thing happened, or I forgot something, and it was just like, oh my gosh. I feel like the list never ended until it's like I was having wardrobe malfunctions. It was just a lot. And I don't know if this represents your energy, but usually before I do a reading, things like this will happen where I can really pick up on the energy of the reading. And maybe that is a theme for you. Maybe you feel like things are being delayed in your life. It's just like you're constantly trying to catch up. Nothing is really works out in your favor. You know, this kind of low energy of like not chaos, but like a chain of events. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, we're going to jump right into the reading and figure out what the fuck going on. Okay, so we're going to start off with diet. And let's see what we have here. So we have teeth, the chariot in reverse, reliability, the wound and the gift, and create space. Okay, so I'm definitely getting the need to strengthen and fortify your body. You may be prone to diseases. You know, another card that came out for me was the vagina card. And I put it back in the deck, but then after I put it back in the deck, I was like, you know, really, I should have just left that out because I felt like it was supposed to stay. And as I'm looking at this, I'm like, I think it definitely was supposed to stay. And really what that just tells me is reproductive health. Okay, and this is not something that is new, Scorpio. This has been an ongoing conversation that I have had with you guys over since February when I started these readings. And it's not odd because Scorpios, you know, the body part that you rule is your reproductive organ. So Scorpio placements have a higher tendency to have, you know, reproductive issues. So you want to be really conscious and proactive about being on top of your reproductive health. Okay, so maybe if you're a woman, you have, you know, really irregular menstrual cycles, heavy periods, you know, like painful ones, severe PMS symptoms. Maybe you get like a lot of UTIs or bladder infections or, you know, ovarian cysts or, you know, just a lot of hormone and estrogen imbalances that I feel could be going on. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with you eating out, okay, and not cooking at home. And even when you do cook at home, it's like, what the fuck are you cooking? Okay, it's like you're not being conscious of the ingredients that you're using. You're not being conscious of basically what you're putting in your body. It's like, yeah, you can cook at home, but like, what are you cooking? Are you cooking like a mac and cheese and like heavy dairy and, you know, all that stuff? These are things that you kind of want to figure out where this could be coming from and using incorporating herbs, supplements, maybe a smoothie, some juices or something that you can make at home to help strengthen the reproductive organs. And, you know, drinking an herbal tea, not just a herbal tea, herbal teas. Okay, um if this resonates with you. So if that is something that resonates for you, red raspberry leaf is really great. Um, burdock root is really great. Oh my gosh, the list goes on. Just do your research. Okay. It's not my job to tell you. My job is to deliver you the message, and it is your job to look up what the freaking heck you're supposed to do. Okay. Um, so with this teeth card, to me, this is like really protection. Like I look at this card and I think of being protected or protecting yourself, and then I see this reliability card and it's like he has a shield. So I really feel like you need to strengthen, fortify, and protect your immune system and your reproductive health. Okay, maybe you're having fertility issues. Maybe if you're pregnant and it's like, you know, your pregnancy feels a little like low energy, you know, things like this. Like I would do some research and figure out what it is that you need to do to kind of strengthen this, because I feel like a lot of this is coming from your diet. Okay. Um, Okay, actually, didn't even look at this card or pay attention to it until just now. And it's like you see the wound in the gift, and it's like a mother holding her child. You may actually be experiencing fertility issues, or this really just reiterates to me reproductive health. Okay, this is definitely showing me that. Um, Taking it much more seriously. Maca root is really good for this. Maybe you're pregnant, like I said, and maybe you're experiencing pregnancy symptoms. I would take a holistic approach. Okay, so or maybe you really need a yoni steam. Things like this are something I would look into, and you could do steams at home. Okay, there's just do a little DIY yoni steam research and figure out what you can find. Okay. Aw, she's tired. I think you need to put this at the forefront. I think you need to make this a priority, and I think this will help with stagnant energy, low energy, and once you start to kind of strengthen your body in this way, you're going to feel a lot stronger. You're going to feel a lot brighter. You're going to feel, I feel like your aura is just going to radiate a little bit more, because really, especially if you're a woman, your power source comes from your womb. So if your womb is off, you're off, like point blank period. You're out of touch with your intuition. You're out of touch with a lot of things, your emotions, your creativity. It goes hand in hand a lot with your sacral chakra. So what your sacral chakra rules, and I feel like catering to this and taking some supplements and vitamins that help uh strengthen the womb and heal the womb. This will create a lot of space in your body and a lot of space in your mind, to be honest. All right, so going into sleep, we have kidneys. Oops. Fulfillment. Try the opposite. Soul writing. Okay, so I feel very like low energy here. I feel extremely low energy. You want to lay in bed all day. You don't really have the energy to get up and go about, and it's like you just want to like lay down, watch TV all day, take a nap. You're just tired, and you're like, why do I feel? It's almost like it's giving like chronic fatigue. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think that the cause of this is from a lack of a structured morning routine and a bedtime routine. Okay. So I feel like you're not doing the proper things that you need to do to wind down at night and wake up in a happy space. Okay. So things that you could incorporate are acts of gratitude, writing in a gratitude journal before bed or when you wake up in the morning, having a meditation practice when you go to bed or wake up in the morning. Um, doing your nighttime or morning time skincare routine, just taking your vitamins every morning and laying them out for yourself the night before. So, remember to take them in the morning and leave them on the counter. Just like these little subtle things that can set you up for success when you rise in the morning time. Okay. And, And I feel like you can sleep and sleep and sleep, and it's still not enough. Like you're still feeling exhausted and drained and tired, and this is from a lack of pouring into yourself, a lack of filling your own cup. You may be trying to take care of everything else, and then when you go to sleep at night, um, I feel like you're mentally wearing yourself out. It's like you're laying there, you're not necessarily doing anything, but it's like your mind is just like on 1,000. And so you're just drained constantly. And you may even be going to bed late, waking up late. Like you're very out of touch with your circadian rhythm. And I think that overall, this fly is going to drive me nuts. The No, did it land in, it did. It landed in my tea. Well, look at that. I'm bummed. That was so good. I knew that was gonna happen. That's why the fly kept bothering me. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like a chain of events. Like, what the freaking hell? Now there's a fly. Now I won't get it out of my face. Now it landed in my tea. It's just like, god damn. You know what's crazy though is I'm a Scorpio stellium, so I'm very heavy Scorpio, please. And actually, this sleep energy, was me like last week. Um, I was so chronically fatigued. Like I just felt so tired. Like no amount of rest was enough. This may also be from a psychic attack or a spiritual attack. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay, there we go. It may be from a spiritual attack, and so an evil eyes negative energy may be weighing on you, and so what it's doing is causing this really heavy energy. So you know what you need a spiritual bath. You need to do a releasing bath where you put some dead sea salt, some cascarilla, okay, and some Florida water. Okay, you can find cascarilla at your local botanica, or just look it up. Okay, and if you don't have the cascarilla, all you need is dead sea salt and Florida water. Okay, that's really all you need. And if you don't even have Florida water, at least the dead sea salt. Like that's like the bare minimum that you need to take this bath. Soak in it, and when you are about like when you're done soaking, drain all the water while you're still in it, and think about all these negative feelings and emotions and heaviness and chronic fatigue and tiredness and all these things going down the drain. This is what helped me get out of that funk. I was like, because I kept putting off the bath, and I was just so tired. I was like, I don't feel like doing that, but I was like, no, I need to do it because I know that's what I need. And so I made time for it. I did it, and oh my gosh, I woke up feeling so much better the next day. It was like unreal. So I feel like this is what you need to do, and you need to make getting into alignment with your circadian rhythm a very big priority. Okay. All right, now going into movement and body, we have bones, the emperor, high priestess, trash magic, divine animals, expansion. Okay, so this just goes to show me your ass ain't moving enough. Okay, and everything feels like so much work. It's like you think about being active and like going out and working out and all these things, and it's just like, ugh. This is the last thing I want to do. Okay, it's kind of giving me that energy. And I feel like this is the energy that you want to achieve. It's like you see this high priestess card and you're just like, I want to be that girl who's just like confident and radiant and just like sitting on her throne and energized and vibrant and vivacious. Okay. and you feel the complete opposite. But what's required of you right now is you really need to get up and move your goddamn body, okay? Because you're not moving enough at all. And what this is basically saying with this trash magic card is doing something, okay? You may not, maybe you can't afford a gym membership and you really want to work out. Why don't you go for a run in the park? It's giving excuses. Okay, if it's giving, everything feels like a lot of work. Like, do you see him climbing up this ladder? It's just like, ugh, I don't feel like doing all of that. Like, it's too much. Everything just feels like so draining. Like, it takes so much of your energy, but it's actually going to do the opposite. You start to incorporate this into your daily practice and your life. It's actually going to do the opposite. You're going to gain so much energy. Now you're into it, start stepping into this high priestess energy. Now you start getting into your strength and your intuition and your wisdom, because you're getting in tune with your body. You're creating this expansion in your mind, expansion in your muscles, okay? Expansion in your perspective, because now you're working out, you're getting light bulbs as you're working out, okay? You're having light bulb moments, you're getting aha moments, you're getting epiphanies as you're moving your body in these ways. Get outside, go for a walk around your neighborhood, go on a bike ride, okay, go for a swim. Just get out of the house and go move your body, because this is the issue. You're not being nearly as active as you should be. Now, if this doesn't resonate for you, then that's totally okay. But whoever needs to hear this, they need to hear it. Okay. So if you feel like, oh, I work out all the time, blah, 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 that's great. I love that for you. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Okay. This message is not for you. Okay. So, if you find that any of this is not resonating for you, maybe you're a Scorpio sun sign, go watch for your moon and rising signs, and maybe those will resonate for you more than your sun sign will. That's why I always say at the beginning of the video to watch for your sun, moon, and rising at least, because that gives you a really big gist of things. Now, for me, some of this reading resonates and some of it doesn't. And I'm a Scorpio stellium. I'm not a Scorpio. It's not in my sun, moon, or rising sign, but I have 3 or 4 placements in Scorpio. So I'm heavy in the Scorpio energy still. So it's like, if you're not familiar with your birth chart, I really just recommend watching as many of the videos as you can, or you have the energy to or time to, because you could really just get an overall gist and feeling. Because maybe you have a Mars Gemini placement and you don't even aware of it, and then you go to watch a Gemini reading and it's like you resonate more with that reading than anything else. Okay, this is just a little tidbit, but that's what I just had to throw out there real quick. Okay, next we have mindset. So we have spleen, pineal gland in reverse, the Empress, competition, close the portal, magic is immediate, Vesica Pisces. It's crazy because out of all the decks that I did, all the stacks, this one had the most cards. Hold on. Drink break. Delicious. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of comparison mode. I'm feeling a lot of out of touch with your intuition and your discernment and your proper judgment. This almost feels like you even stopped trying to improve. Like you just got comfortable and complacent with where you are, and you're just like, I'm just gonna keep. Like you just got complacent. Like you got comfortable. You're eating the same way that you always have. You're doing the same thing that you like. You just got super comfortable, and you stopped challenging yourself. It's really just a very stagnant energy that I'm feeling, and but the thing is, like, you keep comparing yourself to everybody else, but the problem is you're comparing yourself to the wrong people. You need to compare yourself to you. Okay? You need to get out of comparison mode and go. You need to have like my old self versus my new self. Okay? Am I doing better than I was? Or if I look back at a certain chapter of my life, was I doing really good then and now I'm doing bad? What were you doing at that time when you were really happy, healthy, thriving, joyful, abundant? Like, what were you doing in your daily life? What things back then were you doing that you can implement now? I feel like you're comparing yourself to everybody else, but really what you need to be doing is you need to compare yourself to you. You need to compare yourself to who you're becoming compared to who you were then. Maybe you're doing way better than you ever have before. That's amazing. That's great. Love that for you. But there's some of you who you could look back at a certain chapter of your life and you're like, wow, I was way healthier. I was way more fit. I was way more conscious of what I was putting in and on my body. I was working out all the time. I was doing X, Y, and Z. Okay. You're not doing that no more. And it's time to restructure and implement these things into your daily life so you can kind of uplift this heavy energy, because I feel like, and I like to just call it like making friends with your demons. It's like you're learning to just live with your demons and you're not trying to face them. Okay? It's like, oh, I don't like being in confrontation with my demons. I don't want to address them. It's just the elephant in the room, and we're just going to pretend like it's not even fucking there. Okay? And the problem with that is what it ends up doing is causing severe repressed emotions, and now your reproductive organs are off because your sacral chakra rules your emotions that are extremely repressed. It rules your sexual energy. It rules your creativity. Now you're getting UTIs and bladder infections and ovarian cysts and severe PMS symptoms and all these things. And it's all rooted from these super repressed emotions that you never dealt with. Okay. And it's just sitting in this area of your body. Now you're out of touch with your intuition because you're not operating from your power source, which is your womb. And you're comparing yourself to everybody else. And like you don't feel connected to you. You feel very off and a little lost in the sauce. Okay. And with this close the portal card is basically saying, cut that shit out. It's basically saying you're doing too damn much, or maybe you're not doing enough. Okay. And I think that the moment that you make these things a priority in your life and being intentional about what you do, put in and on your body every single day, how you move your body, that even just how you go about life, your mindset, your perspectives, the way that you approach conflict or approach things or tackle your goals, all this stuff, the moment you start to come at it with a more balanced perspective is when this magic starts to happen. Now you're able to step into this Empress energy that you really, really desire and that who you want to become. But it's like all this other shit that's just unaddressed is really blocking the blessings. And so it's like you need to face the repressed emotions and those things that you're just dealing with. You need to heal them so you can really allow your blessings to come in. Because it feels like this out of touch with your intuition, out of touch with your womb, out of touch with your just yourself, that is blocking you from your divine abundance, your divine uh uh you know confidence. maybe you need to do a social media detox, okay? Because I feel like you might be on there comparing yourself to everybody else. And what you need to do is stop focusing on what everybody else is doing. You need to focus on what the hell you're doing. And the problem is you ain't doing shit. Love you though. Stop focusing on what everybody else is doing or what they're not doing. And you need to be asking yourself, what am I doing? What am I not doing? Because I'm telling you, this is something. And it could use some work. Okay? I say this with love. All right. Last but not least, we have meditation. Okay, so we have tonsils, disappointment, padded room, healing. To me, it's giving a very imbalanced throat chakra. Okay, I feel like, Scorpios, it's crazy to me that you're not a fire sign because you really do give fire sign energy when it comes to the heat, the spice, like I think it's just your overbearing, like darker energy that you kind of have. But the thing that comes with this is an inability to properly express yourself. Okay, so maybe you're saying something, but your tone and delivery are off. Maybe you're saying something and you're not really articulating yourself to where it lands properly. Okay, and now the other person, you got them in defense mode. Maybe somebody addresses something to you and you start yelling or you start nagging or you start being irritated and flustered, and it's just like the whole shit goes south. Okay, so I feel like it's just giving a lack of communication skills. And I feel like for you, what you really need to do is some throat chakra therapy. You can do this by watching videos on YouTube or listening to videos on YouTube for healing the throat chakra, balancing the throat chakra. Just type those things in and you'll find a number of videos, okay, that you can listen to help. It could be sound healing, it could be a guided meditation, it could be like different hymns that you can say to help activate the throat chakra. These things, because I feel like you feel so many things, but you don't know how to express them verbally. And so what this is causing is a lack of disappointment because now you feel like nobody really understands you. Okay. Nobody really understands your pain or understands your hurt. And so you end up just and so you're so disappointed and the thing is like you're upset because nobody really understands you, but the problem is you don't even understand yourself. So you're really just irritated because you're just like, oh my God, I feel all these things. I don't even know why I feel them. It's just dark and like, ugh. And it's like, I can't even explain it to you. And when I do, you don't get it. But it's like, how do I expect you to get it when I don't even fucking get it? It's just like, it's just a clusterfuck of just emotions. But I feel like if you really took the time to connect with your throat chakra and healing that and your sacral, I think that you'll achieve a lot more results with that. And also doing the healing work. Okay. So I feel like for Scorpios, I think everybody absolutely benefits from shadow work, but I feel like the people who really need it the most are Scorpios because I feel that there's just always this darker energy that you kind of carry with you. And you have to transmute that energy. Otherwise, it's just constantly just going to be there. And so you really need to get into this deep healing, doing shadow work prompts, okay? And asking yourself the hard questions. You can find shadow work prompts on TikTok, okay? The Hood Healer also has amazing ones from her inner child workshop on her OnlyFans, okay? That one changed my whole damn life. Okay, so these are the resources that you can look into, and TikTok is free. Okay, you can find all kinds of shit on there. You just type in shadow work prompts, journal prompts, you'll find some shit. Okay, and I need you to take a week to really sit down and just take 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, where you just write down the answer to some of these questions, okay? And really just get to the root of the issues. That's where this padded room comes in. You need to get into some isolation. You need to get outside. You need to enjoy the sunshine while it's out. Okay. And you really need to just be at one with yourself, getting connected with yourself, being grounded in the sounds of nature, the sounds of the trees swaying with the wind, the sound of the birds chirping, the sound of, children laughing in the background at the park. These little things will help ground you and get you feeling a little bit more connected to yourself. And also, I feel like, being in a setting like a park where you see children playing and laughter and joy and all these things is maybe what you need to tap in with your inner child. Okay. Go swing on a fucking swing. Go do something. Go ride a bike. Okay. Go do something that kind of lets your inner child thrive. I feel like you can use some of that. Okay, so that is for your meditation, and you definitely need to do a spiritual bath. Okay, with what I said earlier. All right, I'm even gonna take some of that advice for myself. Okay, because some of that resonated for me. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading for July. If it resonated, I would love for you to let me know. And me and Zola say have a glorious month. Oh, there's a white butterfly. That was nice. Have a great month, guys. Bye.